Well, good evening, everybody. As you go through the the dude's catalog, if you like, of videos, eventually, as I said yesterday, we came across the first mention of the control question, and of course, we're getting through so that we're now up to Kathleen Zellner dealing with Angie Superwitch. So here is not very long, but a video by the dude. He talks about Superwitch denying, disagrees Kathleen Zellner. So this was 29th of November 2017. So more than 3.5 years ago. Okay, let's click on play and sit back and enjoy. This isn't a very long one, it's less than 10 minutes.
Hello everybody, you have tuned in to Erekose on Making a Murderer on YouTube. I cover virtually any aspect of making a murderer. I go over the evidence, the documents, the photos. So if you like, stay tuned, and in the future I'll have many more videos besides the one you're about to see. Hello folks, how you doing today? We're here today to talk about the decision from Judge Superwitch today over there at the Manitowoc County Court. I mean, it's 11 days after it really matters, but obviously Judge Superwitch, I guess, had some input on this, I guess. That's the way it looks to me anyway. I mean, basically, her decision at this point is, I don't know, almost seems moot because Zellner's moved on to the appeals court. So, you know, her saying anything at this point is kind of funny to me, I guess. But, you know, for the sake of being official, she just wanted to respond, I guess, to all of the additional filings by Kathleen Zellner. And I'll say one thing. She points out a lot of things about the law, a lot of things she disagrees with Kathleen Zellner about whether or not the Allen rule applies and whether she should get her evidentiary hearing and all this. Basically just a bunch of, you know, legal mumbo jumbo, basically, where she's just basically saying that she disagrees with Kathleen Zellner and all that. So, I mean, and that brings me kind of to my point here. I mean, I got people on my videos today, like, you know, guilters and stuff on my videos today, commenting denied in all caps, you know, like they're like, you know, hitting me with a devastating blow. You know, it's like, wait a second, seriously. Anybody really expect to get any satisfaction from the Manitowoc County Court? Like, realistically, did anybody expect that? I sure didn't. I never expected the Manitowoc Court there, the county court over there, to take this seriously. I never did. So this is not surprising to me. Anyways, just for those folks that are, you know, commenting in all caps, denied. Anyways, or other various things that they're saying, you know, because they're all excited about Judge Superwich's, you know, order today. The thing is here is it's going to be hashed out in the courts, obviously. I mean, it's an adversarial process. I mean, with an adversarial process, it generally ends up that one side ends up being right, one side ends up being wrong. Now, it does seem that Kathleen Zellner did make a bit of an error here, that she did not formally like tell the court that she was doing additional testing, that she was making agreements with the state to do additional testing. She kind of mentions, she does kind of mention it around the time when she was canceling Stephen Avery's pro se appeal, but I mean, it's kind of a mention in a letter. It's nothing. It's not official. So that's what Judge Sukowicz is looking at here. Nothing official. She was not petitioned or asked, or nothing was ever officially asked of her to put a stay on the judgment or on her decision while additional testing was done and stuff. And so that's what she's saying. So therefore, that any agreement she had going on with the state or whatever should have been she should have been included in on it, is what she's saying officially. And obviously the letter that was dealing mostly with Stephen canceling his pro se appeal with the Wisconsin appeals court did actually mention the fact that she was talking to the state, and she was getting them, they were agreeing to allow her to do more testing. She was really trying to get her hands on the cranial fragments because her Dr. Palaniuk, the one of her experts, saw something that concerned him when he looked at the radio spectrography of the beveling on the skull fragments. So there was something there, and he wanted to go ahead and do further testing on it, and with his equipment, his micro trace, equipment and stuff like that. So that's basically what she was getting at. But Judge Zukowicz is right, because she wasn't actually officially asked. Like I said, that letter was dealing mostly with canceling Stephen Avery's pro se appeal. So that's where it is right now, folks. It's really kind of doesn't really. I don't know how much it really matters, but I don't think it matters much what Judge Sukowicz said today, because, like I said, it's no longer in her jurisdiction. It's moved on to the appellate court. So, but hey, she wrote it, we read it, and and make our own judgments from what we read in it. So. Oh, so that's about it, folks. It's a pretty short one here. This document was only 5 pages, basically. Pretty short. And it's just Judge Sukowicz disagreeing with Kathleen Zellner, basically. Just her just going on record, basically, about how she disagrees with Kathleen Zellner and her additional filings. So that's where we're at. It's, it's appeals court time now, so, but it was interesting to read what Judge Sukowicz had to say. I mean, I don't know what happens if KZ prevails in the appeals court, if it ends up getting, the appeals court just ends up having it go back to the circuit court, and they order the circuit court to open an evidentiary hearing or something like that. I'm not sure, but I guess we're going to be hearing a lot about that in, the coming days and months or whatever it is. So. That's about it for this video, folks. And if you haven't already, please hit subscribe. We'll see you later.
Yeah, it's always interesting to look back, as I say, nearly 4 years ago, over 3.5 years ago, and to see how far forward we are with the case. We know perfectly well that Tom Fallon tried to pull a fast one on Kathleen Zellner by telling her not to get in touch with Judge Sukowicz, which was really scurrilous of him. Wouldn't it be great if the dude was still around and still able to do some videos and tell us what he thinks about the situation? As I say, nearly 3 3/4 months down the line. Anyway, that was his video from November, end of November, and obviously this case has gone backwards and forwards between the appeal court and Angela, and we're waiting for it to go back to Angela again. But as I say, what will be interesting is the wording this time. If this case gets remanded a 3rd time back to Judge Angela Sukowicz, even more pressure to have an evidentiary hearing, and hopefully the actual appeals court will insist, will state, you will have an evidentiary hearing. Anyway, catch you all again soon. I'm going to be a little bit off grid for a few days, traveling down south to visit mum. So we'll see what I can fit in the meantime. So well, hopefully catch you all soon. As I say, don't be alarmed if I miss out a couple of days. I will resurface. Okay, catch you all soon. Bye for now.